Dollman's a 1991 sci-fi action comedy from director Albert Pune. The movie opens 10,000 light-years from Earth on the planet Arturos. On the surface, wait a minute. Look at that planet from space. It's red, but on the surface there isn't even a hint. In another part of town, a clown without makeup is running from the police. Well, really it's a flashlight and surveillance camera footage. The guy runs into a building and nearly knocks the set wall over. It appears he's hiding out in the world's smallest laundromat. And why are there like 50 people in here? The guy ties the people around him so the cops can't shoot him. I feel like these insert shots are from another movie. Outside the laundromat, some extras from the Addicted to Love video are talking into car antennas. One of the cops is talking to the mayor about the hostage situation. This is a video phone, and yet he's talking into it like it's a walkie-talkie. I'm pretty sure all the mayor sees is this. The mayor wants to give the criminal whatever he's asking for, but then in walks Brick Bardo, the intergalactic Dirty Harry. The cop goes to talk him into taking out the bad guy, but of course...
I'm suspended, remember?
Brick isn't there to stop the bad guy, though. He's there to do his laundry. That's certainly an interesting way to wash your clothes. Washing machine technology on Arturos must be way beyond ours. Puny human minds can't comprehend Arturan washing machine technology. The guy's yelling at Brick, so he takes out his gun, the Groger Blaster. If they ever remade this, I don't think this exchange would make the cut.
Wow! That's the Groger Blaster, the most powerful handgun in the universe!
That's right, fat boy.
Especially not in 2016. His threats make the women pass out, which takes the bad guy with him. The laundry's done already? Yeah, that shit's way more advanced than ours. Brick goes home and turns on the news. Okay, their washers are beyond ours, but at least our TVs are better. Hey Brick, your TV's broken. Good thing Brick's apartment has this hatch for easy criminal access. Also good that this guy's aim is on par with a broken NES Zapper. He knocks Brick out and takes him to... Alright, sometimes miniatures don't look the best. Alright, gotta stand here and look cool. Brick has a meeting with the psychic severed head. I am the psychic severed head. This is Sprug. He's the main villain of the movie. No, seriously. Sprug has a dimensional fusion bomb and intends on blowing up the city, but Brick thinks otherwise. They threaten to kill Brick with his own gun, but he has something in his hand that prevents that. Remember how they said the Groger Blaster was the most powerful handgun in the universe? This is what they meant.
It's raining men! Hallelujah!
What the hell are these guys made of that being dismembered doesn't kill you? Just then Sprug flies off and Brick chases him. Now the planet's yellow? Brick chases Sprug through a wormhole and ends up on Earth. He crash lands in some ruins that looks a whole hell of a lot like the Arturos portion of the film. No way, I take it back, he landed on Beat Street. This just got so much better. Do you have a permit to film, sir? Keep moving. This is Mike. All he wanted was a Pepsi. We're treated to an extended montage to show how crime-ridden the city is. A couple of women see a drug deal going down, and one of them loses her mind. Aw shit, Gillette is on the attack. This is Debbie, a single mom that's tired of all the crime in the city. She's heading to a press conference with the captain of the police force to see what he plans to do about this. Why are they filming in the darkest classroom they could find? The captain tries to appease the crowd, but they aren't having it. It quickly becomes apparent the captain has no plans to help the citizens. Oh, if only a cop from another planet could crash land here and help us. I forgot how much of this film was establishing shots. While walking home, some drug dealers kidnap Debbie. These guys aren't messing around, they're gonna burn her alive. Okay, maybe they're gonna set themselves on fire too? Brick steps in to kill the bad guys. The surviving criminals run off, and Debbie notices Brick is only 13 inches tall and totally not a bad green screen composite. Seems that the people from Arturos are very small, and on Earth, humans are giants.
That's a huge bitch!
Oh shit. I crash landed on Brobdingnag. Here's something you never want to hear a woman say.
You are so small.
More of the gang's on the way, so Debbie grabs the spaceship and heads home. The leader of the gang, Braxton Red, finds Sprug's ship. He makes a deal with him in order to take over the neighborhood. Some shots of the city. Debbie gets home and her son Kevin thinks she brought him a new toy. I'm not sure who recorded this line, but it certainly wasn't the actress.
Alien. No.
Let's see, 1 foot tall guy in a spaceship? Nope, totally not an alien. They want to show how evil Braxton is by having him make out with his girlfriend 5 feet from a guy who's dying. One of the gang members tries to explain what happened and inadvertently comes up with the name of the movie.
Well, she had this little doll. A little Dollman.
You tell me a midget did this to you?
So he has a tiny head in a spacecraft, but can't wrap his head around a foot-tall cop? Sprue tells Braxton about Brick, so he goes to pay Debbie a visit. Hello, I was in Phantasm 2, what am I doing in this movie? Brick's trying to repair his ship, but Kevin keeps bothering him. Braxton and the gang show up at Debbie's.
Look, I'm looking for your friend, the midget.
Maybe you could start at the spaceship on the table right in front of you. The gang's nice enough to stand still and let Brick shoot them. Apartment full of dead gang members killed by a tiny alien. How do you explain this to the cops? Pretty easy, I guess. Debbie now has the fun job of cleaning 10 gallons of blood off the walls. Some more shots of the city. Braxton was shot, so Sprue offers to heal him if he helps him repair his ship. Sprue fixes his wound, but Braxton doesn't like the terms of the deal, so he crushes him. Holy shit, you see that fucking head come apart, man? Debbie offers Brick a gold bathrobe that somehow becomes purple when the shot changes. The next day, Brick's wearing the bathrobe, and it's purple. Some more shots of the city. Debbie goes to work at the toxic waste plant. She's talking to a coworker about Brick. This line intentionally taken out of context.
A 13-inch man. Are you sure it wasn't a dream?
Debbie gets home and Braxton kidnaps her. They tell Brick and he goes to save her. Oh, this is priceless. They get back to the ruined buildings, which I guess is supposed to be the gang hideout. Isn't his holster on the other side?
One of these things is not like the others. One of these things doesn't belong. Can you tell which thing is not like the other by the time I finish this song?
The gang pulls up in their free candy vans, which gives Brick lots of easy targets. Well, there's the stunt guy in a bad wig. On that same note, Debbie's stunt double is running away from Braxton. He tries to kill Debbie, but Brick blows his arm off. He drops his gun and Braxton picks it up. How's he gonna pull the trigger? Brick uses his hand thing to get the gun back. He tries to shoot Braxton, but Debbie stands in the way and talks him out of killing him. Braxton then uses the dimensional fusion bomb and everything looks about the same. Actually, I think it probably got rid of some of the rubble. Then we get an ending montage over the credits. That seemed kinda short. 73 minutes? The movie was filmed mostly in the South Bronx in New York. Dollman was Full Moon's second feature after it was rebranded to Full Moon Entertainment in 1991. With the success of Puppet Master, they were setting up films to be potential direct-to-video franchises. Puppet Master 2 was underway, and they were also working on continuing the Transfer series, which started in Charles Band's Empire Picture days. Tim Thomerson became a fan favorite amongst the Full Moon movies, starring in 5 of the 6 Transfers films, as well as a cameo in Bad Channels and the spin-off Dollman vs. Demonic Toys. Dollman also had a 4-issue comic series and a collectible card set. Full Moon had a line of Puppet Master action figures, but I really think they dropped the ball by not releasing a Dollman figure. Frank Collison, who played Sprue, has had a very successful career after this, in everything from The Last Boy Scout to My Name is Earl. Although to me, he'll always be the hot dog guy from The Happening. Kamal Lopez has had an expansive career after this. She starred in multiple TV shows, won numerous awards, writes for the Huffington Post, and in 2008, directed her first film, A Single Woman, with Patricia Arquette. Director Albert Pune has a cameo as one of the people on the bus. Jackie Earle Haley was terrific as the villainous Braxton Red. While the film was intentionally tongue-in-cheek, he was delivering a very serious performance, which helped to offset the cheesiness of the film. While the movie clocked in well under 90 minutes, Dollman is still one of my personal favorite Full Moon movies. The movie also has one of the best covers in all of Full Moon's catalog. It's a shame they never did more with the character. Dollman vs. Demonic Toys is mostly archival footage from the previous films, and the versus part is only about 10 minutes. The character of Brick Bardo is an intentional spoof of Dirty Harry. He's a badass cop with a very recognizable overpowered gun, who shoots first and asks questions later. Dollman is yet another silly but overwhelmingly fun entry from Full Moon. The green screen's bad, and aside from a few shots, Dollman never really feels all that small. The size thing works better in the comics, since all they had to do was draw him smaller, instead of green screen composites and overhead camera angles. The film got a Blu-ray release a few years back, and while there's some vertical lines and weird image wobble from time to time, it's worth it to finally get a widescreen version of the movie. Dollman, 13 inches with an attitude. Well, at least they didn't go with the alternate line, bigger than a baby's arm.
Urban fucking renewal.